That was funny. Okay, I've just been talking to myself for the last 30 seconds. I thought I'd pressed record and I haven't. Right, bear with me. I'm just trying to get a video feed on my phone. Oh dear, it's been one of those days. Technology is not my friend today. I just think I'm a little bit brain dead. But hey ho. If anybody's going to join me, I don't know because I can't see anybody. Here we go. Right, so I'll start again 30 seconds later, yeah, after speaking to myself for 30 seconds, thinking that everybody was on here with me. Oh no, sorry, thinking that I'd pressed the record button and I hadn't. No, that's not going to do that. Right. So, looks quite bright on there, doesn't it, that card? That isn't actually as bright as that looks on there. Right, so I'm only doing one card tonight, but then I'm showing you something hopefully afterwards as well. So this card, it's similar to the ones we made. I did the scrappy strip technique last week with this card, but this, you can see obviously the strips go horizontally. I've been doing these ones with the strips vertically, and I hope you can see they look like, well, they're meant to look like tulips in a field. Because I actually had a lovely picture, excuse me, of somebody posted it on, I don't know, on the demonstrator page, wherever. Anyway, so this beautiful pictures of all these tulip fields in the Netherlands, or I hope probably Amsterdam. And yeah, there was just this one that with the windmill in front. I thought, oh, I've got a windmill stamp, I could do that. So yeah, that was my inspiration. So on my blog tomorrow, when I post it, when I get round to doing it, you'll see the photo where I got my inspiration from. So I did that one today. We actually had a Zoom call with our team meeting. We had a Zoom call stroke meeting with our team, with our wider team last night. Hello, whoever's watching. And yeah, we were doing the scrappy strip technique. So I decided to do this one, which was just with the, make the fields look straight up and down. But then I thought, no, I need to get a bit more perspective. So hopefully you can see that I have made them wider, so it looks like more like fields. And I also made these ones as well, which are the same technique as before, but with the Best Dressed Suite, I think it's called. Can't remember, but yeah, beautiful papers these are, and they'll be. So yeah. So without further ado, I should get on and do this one. Doing this one rather than the straight, because that's a little bit easier. But I'll just show you how you cut your strips the same as we did last week on an angle. And yeah, is that the bit I need for? I'm a little bit unorganised, obviously, because I had to quickly put all this together when I come back this evening from my bike ride. So I'm a little bit unorganised. Well, no, that's for Stampin on. That's for, yeah. So there's my layers. In a minute. So we're going to stick the strips on here. Now it's advisable. I did this wrong earlier. I started on the edge of the cut on the cardstock, and that was wrong. But it looked, yeah, they didn't. So if you start in the middle, then you can work outwards like a sunburst or like a fan. If you start in the middle and go that way, get a better effect. So I've got some strips that I cut earlier. You can see it's the same. It's exactly the same method what we did last week. You just angle it in your cutter. I'll show you on this one. Oh, this one's a bit long. Let's just cut that down a bit. So roughly about, you want them to overhang your card a little bit. So yeah, it's not going to go in the cutter, I don't think. No, because it's still too long. I used my other cutter earlier. Haha, that's clever. That's not going to work. Well, that one might at a push. So you're angling. This is not clever being. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I really need the actual length. So, hi Sandra, how are you? I could do it with scissors, but I won't get a very good cut. So ideally, you need a slightly bigger cutter, not this one. This is ideal, but I can get by with it hopefully. just cut them on the bias basically, like we did last week. So you want a wider angle at one end and narrower angle. So yeah, that's all you do. I think I'm hopefully got enough strips to do what I need to do. So Sandra, yeah, creating a picture from the Netherlands tonight. It's tulips from Amsterdam basically. So yeah, I had a photo to give me inspiration of some beautiful tulips in a field with a windmill front. So I'll post my blog tomorrow the picture that I use as inspiration. But yeah, so using the same technique from last week called the scrappy strip technique, but we're just changing the angle, changing the direction of it. And so we're going to start in the middle. Look, I don't know what colour we're going to start with. Let's start with pink. So yeah, as long as your strips, you can't see very well because of it, as long as your strips overhang that white piece of card, you're good to go. And it's just a case of sticking them on, which is probably a little bit boring for you to watch. Hello Wanda, how are you? I'm better now. You'll be glad to know. I'm feeling so miserable now after my bike ride. It was lovely. I'm so glad I talked to you actually, because yeah, it just made me go and do it rather than just thinking about it. Yeah, I was a bit brave going on my own. As you know, I don't like going on my own. But I thought, well, what's the worst can happen? I can have a puncture and I can have to ring in, but I'm going to put a white one next to that. So yeah, it was lovely. Oh God, I'm going to run out of glue as well tonight. Put it in there. So, hi Susan. If anybody's thinking of joining me for our class Zoom call tomorrow, we'll be doing this technique tomorrow as well, the scrappy strip technique. So hopefully this will give you some ideas. If you didn't want to do the conventional one that I did last week, what have we done with them? We did the vertical one last week, not vertical, sorry, horizontal. And these are 2 more samples that I've done. So you can either do them or you can do this vertical stripes. So here we go. That one needs trimming as well. It's not really helpful that this trimmer's not long enough. Oh, I'm just going to have to cut it down a little bit, aren't I? Just hope. But yes, I did use my bigger cutter earlier. I hadn't really given it much thought. Can't wait to see the garden. Yeah, well, I think he's done most of the Leylando, which is a huge job, and I never help him with that, I must admit. I think he's been doing that for the last 2 or 3 days, so we no longer live in a jungle. The rest of the garden's a bit of a mess because all the plants have grown into each other, but the Montana is just the lovely Montana clematis is beautiful, and it's just about to flower. I reckon another couple of days and that'll be in full flower. So we don't really want to chop anything back. Oh, I'm going to have to switch glues because this is not coming out. It can be one of those nights. Hey, hey, I've got another glue here. I'll have to use blue glue. So yeah, Montana clematis is going prolific, and it's all grown over the top of my ceanothus. So, but that's got buds on it as well, so I don't really want to cut either of it down until it's finished flowering. So the garden's going to look a bit of a mess until it's flowered. But and I noticed when I was in Sandringham this afternoon, and I don't know if you looked on the photo one, you probably did, the rhododendrons are nearly out to bursting, aren't they? So it won't be long before they're out either. So beautiful. Love it when they're out. So we are very lucky to have that on our doorstep where the Queen lives. Don't know if that's where she's in. Is that where she's staying now? Well, I can't remember. Or I think she's in Balmoral. Don't think she's at Sandringham, is she? Should have bought I had the idea of using the silicone mat earlier, and that worked really well, but I haven't bought that up. And it stops it all sticking underneath. But yeah, totally unorganised. Ooh, don't do that, Sarah, because then you get glue marks. Let's have a little Highland Heather one. Think Balmoral, yeah. Oh, shit. Wanda says Windsor. Susan says Balmoral, right. One of you'll have to Google it. I heard where she was, but I can't remember now. All right. So where is it? Windsor. Yeah. Yes. Well, I guess she must like Windsor. Oh, I was going to put that there, but maybe. No, let's go there because that's long enough to go. I just thought, oh, no, it's not. There you go. I just thought she'd come to Sandringham, honestly, but maybe she obviously likes it at Windsor as well. It doesn't matter, Susan. I didn't have a clue. I remember hearing it, but completely forgotten. Oh, it's the young Royals, isn't it? William and Kate who are at Hanmer. And they're loving it there apparently with the children, which is nice. Yeah, so hopefully you can see this just gives it more perspective of what feels obviously up close. Well, I'll say I like the one I did last night, but it just, oh gosh, should have brought my silicone mat. Yeah, it just lacks the perspective, but this just makes it look a bit, obviously I'm going to be covering that with the windmill, so you lose some of that, but yeah, it's a really easy card to replicate, really, and ideal because we all have these scrappy bits of cardstock and DSP, and it's such an excellent way just to use them up. Hospitals, I bet. Oh, that's true. Yeah, hadn't thought of that one. To see, not as clever as you. Yeah, that does make sense. Hadn't thought of that one. No. It's going to be a pink one. Yeah, well, I haven't heard any detrimental news about Boris, which is good. Other than that, he didn't get put on a ventilator like everybody thought, so that's good news. Obviously, the fact that I prayed for him last night helped everybody else. That's what I'm saying anyway. Can't beat a bit of positive prayer. Oh. Right, ladies, if you do this, if you've got a silicone mat, I thoroughly recommend using it. Because I did today. Actually, mine will be on there, and it worked a treat. It didn't keep sticking to the. I think I'm going to put a green one on there. So yeah, you can see as you build it, it looks a bit of a mess, but once we go in and cut it off, it'll be fine. And I'm going to sneak a little bit of yellow. The yellow. Seems such a waste using these big strips, but hi Yvonne, how are you? Just to go over, yeah, this is the scrappy strip technique from last week, but instead of doing it horizontal, I'm doing it vertical to replicate, I'll show you tulip fields in Amsterdam. So kind of what we're doing on the Zoom call tomorrow, if anybody wants to take part. So it's all just to give you a little bit more inspiration. I expect great things from you all. I'm only joking. It'll be just nice to catch up and have a chat, won't it? Right, so just leave that to dry for a little bit without sticking it anywhere. But meanwhile, I can be doing the windmill. And I've got to use the Stampin' for that because it's too big for any of the blocks that I've got. Hello, Trevor. Trevor's come and have a go. Are you that bored, Trevor? How's that jigsaw coming on, by the way? expect to see that finished by the weekend. Bless him. I've got to think about this. How did I do that earlier? Like that. A little bit, so yeah, put that in there. Put that in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring it round so you can see, and just pop the stamp case in there. You're good, thank good. I must admit, I wasn't good earlier on today. I was a bit miserable today, so that's why I went for a bike ride. Things just missing my girls, and things are just getting to me a little bit at the moment, but all's good now because I've been for a lovely bike ride to Sandringham. Hello Neil, wow, another man watching. We get you men stamping yet? I was in your neck of the woods actually, Neil, about an hour and a half ago. Went to Sandringham. Right, it's not quite dark enough, but luckily because we've used the stamp apparatus, we can go in again, just to make it a bit darker. What have you been up to today, Neil? Been in the garden? I suppose Simon's been, with his headphones on. Didn't want to go for a bike ride, so I went on my own. He has been very busy, I must admit. He has. Yeah, he's done all the little leylandite. He's built a porch over the front door. Just waiting for roofing tiles now to finish it. That's better. But yeah, I haven't done much out there. I have been out there today, having a bit of a tidy. It was lovely out there, wasn't it, today? Put that down there. Right. So, actually, we can go back to cutting this now. Oh, God, I lose my voice. I think this is all to connect with my hay fever. I've had a sore throat the last couple of days and not felt too good, but feeling much better now. I should have. There's a little bit of a gap there. Try to get your strips right up close to each other, otherwise you will get gaps, like I've just seen. So then, once you go in and trim it, you get rid of all those ugly long strips. And it looks much better. Oh, careful, I don't. That's because it's got glue on it, obviously. So, who's crafting while they're watching me? I bet you Yvonne is. But so yeah, that's what we did last night. We had a craft party on Zoom. It was brilliant. Like what we're going to do tomorrow. So, oh, I know what I haven't done. I have not got my bin up here because I took it down to empty it. Oh well, right. It's going to have to be chucked somewhere on a table then. For the time being. Right, here we go. So hopefully you can see that looks a little bit like tulip fields. That's all represents it a little bit. Oh no, we've got to do this first because that's going to be too wide. Right. Now I'm obviously going to colour it in. I'm going to use the Stampin' Blends to colour it in, but obviously you could use anything. I'm just going to... So yeah, this stamp set, I've had it quite a while, but I haven't used it. So, and I've been desperate to use it because it's lovely. I will just quickly show you, because not only has it got the windmill of the tulips in, it's got a lovely bike, the tulips in the basket, and tulips on its own, and some lovely sentiments like sometimes the winds of change we find our greatest direction, which I think is very appropriate at the moment. And love is to life what wind is to a windmill, and then like flowers in the spring I can always count on you. I want to thank you. So yeah, it's a really beautiful set. I've not even used the bike yet, so I need to get on and use that as well. Right, so we do some colouring. good old Stampin blends. Just got to hope they don't run out, because I know I picked up the wrong ones. We'll do the sails in grey, or just light smoky slate. You know, you could spend a lot more time and to put, but obviously because I'm doing a live and I don't want to bore you all, I won't bother with all the definition and just keep it simple. I don't know if you can hear the children screaming outside. I've actually closed my window because they were making a lot of noise, bless them. They're only playing out in the garden, but it carries up here. Thankfully it's not too hot at the moment, so Simon's actually complaining that it's cold, but I guess that's because he's been out in the sun all day and now he's come in. Right, so that's the sails quickly done. Yeah, it's hard to see. I'll do the flowers because yeah, we're doing in bands of red. I saw that you came across some tulips today, Wanda, in a field, nearly ready to burst. Whereabouts was that? I didn't really look at your photos that close to know where it was. Is it? I'm guessing it. Is it near on our KLCC social ride route where you see them? Are you really? Gosh, it's lovely and warm up here. But then I say the sun comes straight because it's south facing. It comes streaming in here all afternoon, so it stays quite warm. Let's do a little bit more red. So can anybody else hear those children screaming? Because I hope you can't. I know there's somebody called Zoe. I've heard her name about 50 times in the last hour. Bless them. I think I'm just getting old and grumpy. East Winch near Airfield. Ah, that's what I wondered. Cassie, I've been somewhere so feel. Ah, yeah, I reckon that's why Simon feels cold. Because he's been out in that sun all day. I thought that's, yeah, we did, that was it tulips last year? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was tulips we saw. Because obviously the social rides will be starting now or very soon if they were on. Might have to go do that route in a week or two's time when they're out then to see them. I'm aware that'll take ages colouring. It feels like I'm taking ages colouring. Actually, I was going to say I might not finish doing it while. There's the dark one. So what have we all been doing today? Some of us have been crafting, no doubt. I did a little bit of crafting this morning, but I just couldn't get into it much today. So hence I decided to go out in the sun, in the garden. It's forever colouring these in. Won't be long there. Cut grass in front, had walk, not... Oh, we've still done some things, Susan. Cutting the grass is a great achievement. Not my job, thankfully. That's a Lou job in our house. And we've only got a little bit out the front, and we've got gravel layers, you know, out the back, so it doesn't take him long. Yeah, I haven't achieved a lot today. That's why I just was fed up, to tell you the truth, so I just went for a bike ride. I've got stuff going on with my eldest daughter. She's got to move back home, her and her boyfriend, because yeah, he's not got a job. He was in the process of looking for a job, but obviously it's very difficult at the moment. And yeah, they've just decided to bite the bullet and come home till things blow over a little bit. And they can both look for decent jobs again. That will suit their degrees, hopefully. Very tough for the youngsters with all this happening, quite honestly. I really feel for them. I'm covering my work now. Right, I'm getting there. Oh, I've got a little red. I've just got to quickly do the windmill. I'm just going to do these ones yellow, Daffodil Delight, really quickly. Just put a little bit of extra. Then I'm actually going to show you a little bit of stuff on the computer. Yeah, hopefully I can show you on the computer. The set that's on the clearance rack, really, that I just want to draw your attention to, just in case. Oh, excuse me. There'll be a lot of things going on the clearance rack again soon in the next couple of weeks, because the new catalogue we get to see the new catalogue soon in about 3 weeks' time or less, I think it is, isn't it, Wanda? Not long. Obviously, we won't be going on stage. That's all been cancelled. But we still get to see the catalogue online. But yeah, we'll get to see what's in the main catalogue, all the new stuff, which is exciting. Well, I know I'll probably lose lots of stamp sets that I'll retire, but it's the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. 22nd, thank you, Wanda. Yeah, don't even know what date it says. I think it's the 7th, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, Mandy. How are you? Lovely to see you on here. Try not to bore people with my colouring. I'm trying to colour in really quickly. I'm nearly there. I've just got to colour the background and the windmill in really quickly. Use dark crumb cake at the top. So I'm doing this really quickly just to give you an effect of how to, and see where to put the shading, because there's lots of little dapple marks on the... No worries, Yvonne. See you tomorrow, hopefully, on the Zoom call. Oh, hello, Claire. Wow. Haven't seen you for a while either. We must get together soon when we're able to. Glad you found me. You obviously worked out how to do it. That's brilliant. Yeah, I picked up the dead crumb cake. I thought I might. The one that's running out. It's alright, I'll get it put on the card and I'll just do it afterwards just to go over, because this one's not good. I don't know if I've got a new one. I think I have. If not, I shall have to put that on my order. Right, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of darker. Keep getting the wrong end. So, nearly there. And then I've got to cut it out, I'm afraid. Just to bore you all a little bit more. Watch me do all these boring tasks. It's so much nicer when you're doing it yourself. But yeah, there's no die cutting involved in this, apart from, oh, I did use that one for the sentiment, but we'll just be cutting it out flat tonight with a cutter. So just quickly colour the background in, background grass. I hope things are alright with you, Claire. How's poor Dave coping up at the hospital? I imagine it's manic. Oh my goodness me, Andrea, hello. Another person I haven't seen for absolutely ages. How are you? You'll see me, well, if you stay on till the end, you'll see me. You'll see that my hair's getting like a Yeti. I was actually meant to have it cut today. God knows what it's going to look like in several weeks' time. Are you still getting out running, Andrea? Hope you are. I hope you'll be okay for tomorrow, but Matt has gone over to my grandson's. Okay. I'll message you later, Ivan. Don't worry if you can't. No worries. We can always do another one another time. I'm just conscious that we try and do the Zoom calls just to keep in contact with people, really. See how everybody's doing. Well, and to have some crafting time together as well. It's the only way we can do it, not having classes anymore. So, yeah, if you can, you can. It'd be lovely if you can. If not, we'll do another one another time. Oh, getting there. Right, that'll do. Now I've just got to cut round it. So there's no dies for these anyway, so I'm hand cutting it. And then I shall be mounting it on the tulip field. I'm actually losing light now as well. I'm losing my natural light, so oh, that's better. Here we go. Oh, can see. Right, so just to explain, when we fussy cut, you do move the scissors a little bit, but preferably you want to get nice even edges. You move the cardstock, not the scissors too much. So the scissors, they do move a little bit, as I say, but kind of stay. You manipulate the card. It's just a lot easier to get nice smoother edges. And I always try and leave a little bit of a border, like you do when you get dies. Just be. I can't read that because I've got a minuscule. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's why I do it on my laptop, but I just find it easy. But yeah, I have got it installed on my phone. It doesn't help that I have got a big crack handle across my phone as well, so which I need to get sorted out. A bit difficult at the moment. So I'm doing this as quickly as I can. are we on? Oh gosh, it's taken me quite a while tonight to do one card. I normally do two by this time. Goodness me. But then again, it's the colour and then the cat, and it's just got to go in there. Very therapeutic, fussy cat. Well, I know some people don't like doing it, but I actually do. The trouble is, I go very quiet when I'm doing it, and I forget that I've got all you watching me. Yes, quite relaxing. So is colouring, obviously, as well. Nearly there. Not the best cutting, but yeah, I can cut that off with a cutter. Right, so we're just going to glue that on there. Let's see if I can get any more out of the green glue. No. Oh, I might be lucky. Another one I'm going to have to open up and use a paintbrush with. No, it's definitely coming to the end. That'll do. Right, so I didn't like it straight at the bottom. I like the fact that you could see a little bit of the fields coming down as well. Oh, and obviously I want to put the sentiment on there as well. Don't know, I didn't bring my sentiments up with me, so I'm just going to have to use one that's in the set, so that's fine though. I like the one about the wind changing direction, or I like the, I might do a different one, I don't know. So that's it. Just got to trim off the edges. Ugh. Right, got to quickly mount it all up on the layers. Oh, I've got to stick on. I didn't bring a. I'm so unorganised tonight. That's what you get when you come back late from a bike ride. Didn't bring the cleaning cloth up. No, that's not gonna cut the mustard. Right. I could use tape. I have got tape here, but that's long-winded. So we'll just go with this and hope for the best. Should be alright. It's good glue. Right, try and get your borders level. Squeeze it out a bit. Got messy fingers, that's what I'm worried about, getting it on the card. Then mount it on the old olive. There. I do think it needs the white in between just to frame it. It just gives that contrast. It would help if I actually put them on straight, but I haven't. Oops. Yeah, I would preferably use the green glue as opposed to this. This is more for paper, but it's, it should stick. I put that in for the insert, but I'm not going to bother doing an insert, I don't think. Well, I could. I know I can't because I didn't bring any inks up either. I will be better organised next week, ladies. I'm sure I will. I will do. Will be rather, I should say. Right. Shall we go with, like flowers in the spring, I can always count on you. Not sure I'll use that. Sometimes the winds of change, we find our greatest direction, which is good. And love is to life what wind is to a windmill. Don't know how to use it. Or should we just go with a thank you? I think we might just go with a very small thank you. Right. Huh, you know what else I haven't bought up? God, I am doing well tonight now. Right. Luckily, I've got the stamparatus here. Look, I have to do the stamparatus for the smallest little stamp. Just peel that off and I'll clean that in a minute. So stick that on there. We need a little bit. Just need the ink. Thank you, Wanda. Yeah, it's better than the one I did last night, isn't it? Because rather than the straight up and down, definitely. It looks definitely more like the feels on the, as I say, when I post the photo on my blog, you'll see. Oh, you probably might have seen it today already from the Instagram post. Excuse me while I dive under the table. Drop my glue. Oh. So yeah, you can obviously use a die for this if you've got dies. If not, just use your cutter. I want banner it. So yeah, lovely. All right. Shovel my bits there. I'll get some dimensionals. Just 2 on there, that's all we need. Unfortunately, I can see some white gaps. You probably can't see it up close, thankfully. Yeah, there's definitely one there. But that's the thing with Facebook Live. Right, just plonk that there, and we're done. So I would I would probably replicate that on the insert in a lighter colour, but I haven't brought my inks up, so I'll have to do that later. So it's that one. Right, what I'm going to show you now is a set that I think it was for a limited time, if I remember rightly, and it's gone out of my head completely what it's called. Not something about Rosie, something like that, isn't it? Everything about Rosie, that's it. I knew it'd come eventually. And yeah, it was a limited edition, and when it came out, it was, I'll tell you when, it was £70. I think I paid for mine, £74. It's now on the clearance rack for £40.70. But the actual value of the stuff in it is worth £90. So it is an amazing bargain, actually. And the only problem I did have, couldn't find any of my card samples that I did with it. I've obviously given them all away. But I can show you what's in the box. And I will just show you it on my website as well. Right, so the box is empty. Right, so we do need to go to the website. So I'm hoping you can see what I see. Right, bear with me. Right, just got to bear with me and hope that'll change to my shop page, to my website. Looking good, should change. Yep, hopefully it's going to go. It's being slow. The internet's been really slow, and I've plugged into the hard drive as well. Oh, come on. Yep, right. So this is my shop page. My if you put in sarahhardy.stampinup.net. Just recently they have changed, they've upgraded our system in the UK to it was a beta site, but I think it's now up and running. So when you click on shop now, it actually goes to another page now, direct. I've got to work out when I get some time how to send my link to it, but that's technology, that involves a lot of stuff for me. So anyway, when you click on that, it will boot up to this landing page, for the new Stampin' Up landing page. I just thought I'd show you. We are going to see that dreaded word, I'm afraid. That's the new Ornate Garden Suite. Are you actually seeing anything on the screen, ladies? Oh yeah, it is. It's coming. It's coming. It's just, yeah, behind. So you've got your COVID, and this is, say, all the new ornate garden suite. And yes, it says up here you're shopping with Sarah Hardy, so that's good. What we're looking for is you've got your shop products, so that's just the same as before when you want to shop. What's new, which will be all the ornate garden suite, which is beautiful. If you click on sales and specials and then come down to clearance, that's just exactly what it used to be called, clearance rack. They've just labelled it clearance now. So we'll click on there. And I'm ahead of you, aren't you? So yeah, you click on clearance. And this is all what we've got in the clearance rack. There's loads you can look at, but this is what we're concentrating on. This is the everything about is rosy. Sorry, everything is rosy. So it was 74, reduced to £40.70, and this is what you get in it. A picture of what you get, and I'm going to show you some of the, because I have used a lot of the stuff, so I haven't got everything. But basically, you get 18 stamps. So you get your stamp set. Your stamp set and your die set alone would be around about the £40 mark. So everything else you're getting for free, basically. So you're getting dies, yeah, which I'll show you in a minute. Stamps, dies, 6x6 designer series paper, 48 pack of that. That's usually retails about £10.75. 6x6 rose gold foil paper, 8 sheets of printed die cuts, some gold die cuts, some adhesive back mirrors, some 2 spools of ribbon. They're usually about £6 or £7 each, and this rose gold shimmer paint. So you get your stamp set dies. Right, I've got to switch back. Yeah, so that's that on the website anyway. If you go to clearance rack, so if I come back to, I've got to work out how to come back. Workstation. We should be back on my workstation in a minute. So yeah, and then I'll show you what you get basically. Although I say I have used some of it. Quite a bit of it actually. Oh, we're back. Right, so you don't get card, but that's something I started making. So this is the beautiful paper that you get. Oh, that's something I was making. Didn't finish. This paper is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love this. I think it's one of my favourite papers of all time. Look at that. It's quite vibrant, I know, and it's got the copper foil. So you get 48 sheets of these, of different patterns. There's your copper foil, which you make lots of cards with, boxes. It's so pretty, look at that. And obviously it's double-sided as well. I didn't even show you the backs. So it's all got on the back. But yeah, so beautiful. But I say I can't show you it all because I have used a lot of it. I will show you something I made with it ages ago. Cardstock you don't get with it, but that's just because I've been working with it. This is your copper foil, so you get sheets of that. However many it says on the thing, I can't see it. I can't go back now. I think you got 6, so there's 4 left there. Then you get all these embellishments. You can just stamp on them. They're all copper foil. You get plenty of those. And you get some flower cutouts if you don't want to do they match the rubber stamp, basically. So, but if you don't want to do any stamping, you've got some already done for you as well. I haven't used many of those. And that's it. Apart from you get these little, these don't look very shiny at the moment, but they are actually very shiny. But they've got a protective covering on them so they don't scratch. And then you get your rose gold rose gold shimmer paint, which we've used a lot in class, ladies. You know how we use this. And that just, you can even stamp with that. And this is your two spools of full ribbon, which I usually retail for anywhere between £6 and £7. So that's your Night of Navy, and that's got a gold metallic edge to it. So I'm moving a bit fast. And then a lovely pink Melon Mambo crinkle one. If you can see, so yeah, it's got like a crinkle effect. So you get 9.1 meters, I think it is, on each spool of those. So yeah, great value for money, really. So that's that. And what I'll do is I'll show you one of the things. I did try and look for the cards, as I said today, a couple of days ago, but couldn't find any. So I don't know where they've gone. But I did actually make this, and some of you may have seen this in my craft. It's a stationery box. So look at that paper. It's absolutely beautiful. So this makes a lovely gift for somebody, although it is a lot of work. And ta-da, it opens up. And I think I might make one of these with your new ornate garden suite actually, to show off that paper as well. So yeah, it makes up all this. So you've got a little post-it note holder. One day I might get around to doing a video of this, although it'll be a very long video. That's a little stamp holder. Oh yeah, I took the stamps out of there. Pen holder. You've got gift tags in here. They've been decorated with the rubber stamps. You can see very well. And I've got some mini cards, 3-inch square ones, but not the big ones. So obviously I'll just use a bit of the strip of the paper and some of the embellishments. More of the foil. Haven't decorated inside. So yeah, just use the rubber stamp to stamp the sentiment on. Don't let worry spoil your happy. I think we all need that at the moment. Do a bit of that. Oh yeah, that's one of the metallic gems on there. You probably can't see it. It's quite sparkly. They do really catch the light. But yeah, I just thought I would show you that because it is tremendous value for money. I know it's no good if you've not got a die cutting machine, I know, but you could probably sell the dies on actually, or the stamp set of the dies. It is superb value for money. It really is. I'm saying if I didn't already have it, I would order it. So what's the time? Oh gosh, nearly 8 o'clock. It's going for. So yeah, let's flick back to my face. There we go. Oh look, I'm half showing my bra strap again. So right, red as usual, but that's from the bite where on the nose. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you all for joining me. It was lovely to see, or not that I can see your faces, but lovely to see all your names come up, all the people that I haven't seen for a long while as well. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well and I hope you're keeping safe, and we'll meet again very soon, hopefully, when I'm happier and celebratory occasions. It'll be lovely. I think we'll all be grateful for it. But anyway, I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully I'll be better organised next week. Don't bank on it, but I will try. No, I will. I had a bit of a, not the best day. But you're welcome, Susan. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow on the Zoom call, if all, all being well. So, yeah, thank you for joining me, and have a good evening, what's left of it. Thank you, ladies. Bye. Oh, and gentlemen, whoever joined. Bye.